Hello everybody, this is StiGy. What's up? So today I want to talk about what I like in the song Set Fire to the Rain by the one and only Adele. Okay, so first of all, you have to speak about the amazing execution of Adele. She's so powerful, yet so intimate, yet so warm and so heartwarming, and at the end and again romantic. So she brings everything to the table when it comes to execution, and obviously the music is profound. And but I want to put this to the side for a second, the execution to the side for a second, because I do want to talk about the lyrics, which I find clever and I like in this song. So the main idea, or like the main theme of this song, is something. It's not something that we never heard, right? So this kind of romantic, trying to make it work but it doesn't work, kind of song. But I do find the lyrics clever in some senses. So, for example, from the very beginning of when you read this song, the title is "Set Fire to the Rain." It's something interesting in my opinion. You try to understand. I try to understand why set fire and not like ignite or maybe burn the rain or something like this. So set fire is brings a very specific connotation of purposely done, right? So I set fire, I set the hut on fire, I set the police department on fire. So this is something that I do purposely. And then like obviously rain is not something that you can burn, right? So you cannot set fire to the rain. So what is a rain? Rain is something that is sometimes unpredictable. It's powerful. It's cold. It can be, and it's definitely cannot be set on fire, right? This is the opposite of fire. So this is really interesting in my opinion and clever in making that. Let's start at the first stanza. The first two lines say a lot. So I let it fall, my heart. Okay, everything that all the connotations that we have with heart, like passion and love and sensitivity and emotions. And as it fell, my emotions, you rose to claim it. So I was down, and you came. You rose to the task and you claimed it. Okay, you took it as if if it was yours. But at the same time, when I claim something, it gives us some kind of it can be a negative connotation in some sense, right? So to claim you're found or like something you're entitled to, I always find it interesting. But you can read it both ways. As a whole, the first stanza is very optimistic and like positive, right? So it's good that you came and helped, you claimed my heart and you helped me with the bad situation that I was in. It was dark and I was over again, like I was really down until you kissed my lips and you saved me. Okay, so we have the narrator, which is the I, obviously, and we have the other person that the narrator talks about. And as of yet, we have a very positive situation. We have a very positive relationship or feelings about this other person. And then in the first stanza, my hands, they were strong, but my knees were too weak. See what she did there. Knees were too weak to stand in your arms. So I was stronger in some sense, but I couldn't stand in your arms because I couldn't stand falling in love with you, falling for your feet. This is really clever. So here in the second stanza, we see some kind of a slight shift of atmosphere and attitude in the song. And then in the third stanza, the last stanza of the verse, but there is a side to you that I never knew, never knew. This is definitely becoming more like darker and less positive than it was at the beginning. Why would I ever say something twice? It can be an emphasis on something that I want people to understand, but it can also be something, sometimes the way I read it is I'm trying to convince myself or like remind myself of something that I know I can easily forget or easily dismiss. So there's this other side, and I'm trying to always tell me that I never knew it, I never knew it. I'm trying to remember that there's this other side. All the things you said, you were never true, never true. We usually don't say things twice, right? There is a reason why it's written in twice. It says it twice. And the games you play, you will always win, always win. There is no way I can win this battle. And then we see the name of the song in the chorus. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, okay? I try to set fire to this rain, to this cold relationship that will never be on fire. I try to bring passion, I try to bring warmth, I try to bring fire and feelings to this relationship situation, but this is rain, this is cold, this will never be set on fire. And yet, even though I know that this rain or this relationship will never be set on fire, I still always think about you and always see you or this relationship, even actually screaming your name. So this is really nice. I really like these lyrics. The idea of futility and the idea of vain, like doing something in vain and understanding that this will never work, but still I cannot resist it and I cannot stand it. I really find the way that the lyrics are written clever, basically. So let's move to the last verse of this song. And then we have like, sometimes I wake up by the door. The heart you called must be waiting for you. So now we feel like it's after the relationship was ended. And I wake up and the heart that you helped to catch and like the same heart that you helped me with, the same feelings basically, still waiting for you, or like it feels like they're still waiting for you. Even now, when we are already over, so now we definitely know that this is the relationship is over. I can't help myself from looking for you. I still, even though I know that I did everything in my power to set this relationship on fire, to set this rain on fire, I could not do it, and I still think about you, and I can't help it. So basically, this is what I like about Set Fire to the Rain, aside from the amazing execution and the wonderful singing of Adele. I hope you like it too. Go ahead, hear this song, and enjoy music.